Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Check, 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 check. Can you hear me now? Huh. Can you hear me now? I don't know. That's very odd. Barely. Huh. So let me see. So everyone's, yeah, I got you guys that are texting me. There's no sound, no sound. Okay, that's why he was raising his hand, lowering his hand. Oh, loud and clear. Now you can. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. So I don't know why sometimes it doesn't want to recognize my external mic. So no big deal. I just changed it so that we changed back over to the regular mic. Okay, cool. So you guys can hear me now. Everything's going. So, okay, so let's go back. Let's do a rewind. Let's start from the beginning. So I'm working on the Never Ending Project, and you may have had a similar situation. So I want to show you guys how to push through these if you have this Never Ending Project, finding your solution. So I'm calling this the Project from Hell, and really because it was really supposed to start off as a simple idea, put up a couple cameras, give people access. We'll have this little Goat Village cam. It'll be fun for people. We'll provide something fun. It'll be a resource, and we'll be able to add another, stream of revenue to the farm income. So that was it. It was easy breezy. And through that process, it's been like step after step after step of obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. So yesterday, when we did this call, we talked about having just to wait for the internet provider to provide the speed. So the day before yesterday, when I had called in, I never got an email yesterday or anything to say, hey, the ISP company has processed your order. So I thought that was kind of shady. So yesterday I called back in after free daily coaching and said, hey, I just want to make sure that this is all processed. So I talked to a gentleman. He does the whole spiel with me and says, yes, we'll set you up. And basically, essentially what happened is this: even with the speed that they can give me, it's not going to be enough really for me to run 2 cameras. And that's really ultimately what we want to do, 2 or 3 cameras. And so then I looked into the business solutions, and that's not really an option either because they're not going to give me any more upload speed. I can't really get fiber optic out here yet. So that's not an option. So the only other option then is to add a second account to my line. So have another modem. So I had to make 2 orders with my internet company. One was to make sure that the order for the increased upload speed was done. That was one order. And then the second order was for the new service, additional service, right? A whole nother line. So I talked to this guy for like 45 minutes yesterday. We get it all worked out. He says, okay, listen, there's something on the increasing the speed order that's causing me some hang up. I have to put a service ticket or something. So I'll get that done, and then I'll finish writing up this order to get the new service, and I'll call you back. And I said, okay, great. He took my cell number and everything. I finished taking down the cameras yesterday and everything, and still no call back, like over an hour. So now I'm thinking, like, did the same thing happen yesterday that happened the day before and nothing actually got done? So I call back, I talk to his customer service rep, and this girl tells me almost the exact opposite of the guy. She goes, hey, I'll process this order through. We can get the upload speed done right away, no problem. But the order for the new service, there's a hold on your account for some reason. Let me find out why. So she calls the credit part, says, hey, there's a hold on this account. Why? They say, I don't know why. Everything's current. It's never been late. It's a new account. So we've only been here like 6 months. There's nothing going on. They're letting us take it off, and then you can add the new service. So she comes back online with me and tells me all this. And I say, okay. So she says, she gives me her direct extension so I could call back today to just order the new service because everything else should be fine. Literally, I hang up with her, and within 10 minutes, the guy that I originally talked to yesterday morning calls me back. It tells me the exact opposite. Says, hey, bro, the order for your increase in speed can't go through till tomorrow, but I've got you set up for next Tuesday for a guy to come out between 8 and noon to set you up for new service. I have no idea what's going on, right? So this is when I say it's like the never-ending project, the project from hell. Part of this is out of my control. It's dealing with the ISP, this other company, And I really don't have anything to do with that. So now this is where we get into the solution portion, okay? This is where we get into the solutions. Because we have multiple projects going and because there's multiple different goals, we can get multiple different things done. So we had some errands yesterday that needed to be accomplished that Jessica had, so we got those done. We went and saw a movie. We did had some entertainment time. But then yesterday, in addition to that, yesterday before, right, while I was on the phone with all of them and while I'm doing this, part of the Goat Camera and part of the Goat Village project is, is developing and growing, and we're building the farm bigger and stuff. And so instead of stopping, right, instead of stopping all forward progress in the Goat Village project, I just paused, right? Because it's like a never-ending project. So I have to wait. Yesterday, I had to wait until today to hear back from these people on the speed and the cameras and all that. Okay, so great. So what can I do to move forward in that project, right? So yesterday, we went and sunk 2 new posts, and I'm gonna sink a third one. I'm gonna sink a third one. I'm gonna sink a third one today, and we're gonna expand and create a new pen so that we could keep one of our goats separate, because he's getting kind of rowdy, the male. So we want to keep him separate, and we want to be able to keep some of the animals, kind of quarantined off a little bit differently. So now we'll have 3 pens that will be all goat cammed up and goat villaged up, so that we can really kind of separate the animals better as we move forward. And as I continue to build off this fence in the back, I got like an acre quarantined off that I'm gonna just separate off just for the goats to run around and play, the goats and maybe like the mini cow or like the llama, whatever we decide, right? And the pigs and everything, so that they can go back here. And then the area that we have now with the barn will be created into the birthing center. So find your solution. So my solution was just to say, okay, well, what's next on this project list? What else can we do? In this case, I was specifically working, I was already outside, right, trying to get the old camera set down. I'm calling the internet company to get the inside stuff ready so that I could come inside and get that part done, right, and build stuff and see how the camera is gonna look and what that feed is gonna be like. However, without the speed, I can't really do anything, right? I'm not seeing anything, nothing's really occurring. So I had to find a solution. How can I continue to move this project forward even though this one component is not working? Maybe you could use in your home-based business example the idea of creating a website. Maybe you're creating a blog or a website for yourself or for a product or service, and you ordered graphics, or you're having someone do graphics for you, and while you're waiting for the graphics, you feel like you're dead in the water. Like, what can I do? Because I can't make it look good. However, I would propose that there's solutions, there's other tasks, there's other, on your list of required actions, there's other required actions that could be taken while in transition or while you're waiting for these other components to be completed. Things that may or may not be directly out of your control, okay? So that's the idea of finding your solutions. And then on the back end of that, there's other projects in addition to just Goat Village. So I want to show you guys something. I'm pretty excited. There's other projects that we're working on so that you can then move forward in what you're doing. If you've got other things going, you can say, okay, well, this is something I can't finish right now. I'm unable to finish this at this moment because of XYZ. Then I put a reminder or a sticky note, something, hey, when XYZ is done, go right back to this, right? So whatever I get, the next projects that I go off to do, while I'm waiting for that task, no matter whether it's a small task that I think can fit in the time or not, no matter what that task is, it's a task that does not require to be completed at this time. Meaning that if I go to start that project and then all of a sudden this more pressing obstacle or challenge has a solution, is now being met, and I can go and complete this, I go back because this was the priority. This is just fill-in work, and the fill-in work is work that does not need to be required or isn't required to be completed at that moment. And so what I did was I went back, like it wasn't required for me to get those posts in. All of that doesn't necessarily have to be done right now unless we want to keep growing, and so we do. So another one of the things that I did was I came back and, oh, let me show it in a incognito window so it may look different. So the free daily coaching, the new free daily coaching that we're creating, and I put in, and I got tired of waiting, so I came in and I put in all the stuff that we had. So you can see in the beginning episodes we didn't do anything. We didn't keep track of the original dates, and we didn't title anything. We were just going for it until we got to about right around here. We started keeping track of the air dates, and we started titling some of the stuff, and not even really in the original free daily coachings till the end. And then in our reboots, and you can see here in the reboots, we started, Debbie Deerdorf started helping us out. We started titling each one of the episodes, and then we also, as you can see here over on the side, have the original air dates. So that all that portion was updated for you guys over on Free Daily Coaching. There's a few other things that we got to change up here and on the sales page for you, and then we're completed. And so all of those portions of the page is literally all of those portions of the page are literally already scheduled out to be accomplished. So we have I'll show you guys this cool tool that I've been using, and someone just really, I'm using it. I'm in someone else's account, so let me just okay. So let me go into the dashboard here. Someone else just has created some tasks for me in this account. And so let me go over here. So let me come over and show you guys how cool this is. So I can go over here, and so I'm working with someone that's helping me, and as we talked about earlier, keeping me a little bit more organized. So you can see I have Free Daily Coaching, Goat Village, and BertBledsoe.com, right? So these three different, and then I have a blog farm somewhere in here, but I don't know if there's anything left on that right now to do. So you can see I can come in here and I can see all my tasks, right? And I can see add a task, like 2 have been completed on this, 3 have been completed on this, right? So I can come over and I can just look at what are the tasks, right? Begin promotions, set up the website, right? Begin promotion. So refresh the blog pages, submit pages to be submitted, submit pages to Blog Farm. So this tells me all of the tasks that still have to be required. And if I need to, I could go in here to like Free Daily Coaching or right here and add a task. And I could say, this should be done by Bert. We'll start it, let's say today. We'll have it due by, let's have this due by Sunday. And so we'll put in what the, okay, oh. Okay, and then save it. Okay, so create sales page, and then okay, customize download page. Okay, boom, done, right? Free Daily Coaching, boom, 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 and I can add all that. I could even add in here some more if I really wanted to, projects, and let me stop. So things like in the Free Daily Coaching, once those are done, now we can add into Free Daily Coaching a button to show the affiliate button to link over to the JVZoo, right? To be able to grab your affiliate. Now so if you want to become an affiliate of the Friends of FDC, like many of you have, we can create a button back there. The free graphics grab bag product that many of you guys have already purchased and have access to, we can now put a link to it right back there in the Smart Member and make an area for it right there, so you can go bam and access it right there. So we can literally now start incorporating each of these things. And the main portion, this is crazy, and this is what's so vital to when you have these never-ending projects. And all of these projects have been a never-ending project at one point, right? And this is the reason. They're never-ending projects because you continually grow and you continue to develop. But the main thing that you take away when you actually accomplish one of these never-ending projects is the ability to dynamically grow your business. And what do I mean by that is when you do these long drawn out projects and you see that there's so many pieces involved, what you're actually doing is you're training yourself to be able to keep on persevering through the challenges so that you can get to that end result. Because this is what happens. You learn so much in that never-ending challenge that you're able to then take all of that information, all of the knowledge and resources from that project and dump it over to the next project and the next one and the next one. So over time, the never-ending projects become easier simply because you're more accustomed to hitting the obstacles and the challenges, and that you know on the back end that what you're really doing is learning and growing, and you know you're going to take all of that information, all those resources, and be able to dump it into the next project. And that's going to continue to build and develop as you build your business. So when you get into an area where you feel like you're on one of these never-ending projects, right, and there's seemingly challenge after challenge after challenge, remember, when you get into an area where you're not able to continue because of an obstacle that's a time challenge, or you're waiting on something else to be completed, to simply move to another project that is not bound by time restraints and doesn't require completion at this time. Second is to stay tenacious and actually finish through on the project so that you can literally absorb all of the lessons that you're going to learn. You can complete the project, and in addition, you can roll those skill sets and resources that you learn from this project to the next venture, to the next project, to the next client job that you do. So we started with this never-ending project thinking it was going to be something super simple, super easy. It has been a little bit more complex. It has been more time than we thought. However, is it worth it to be able to have the result on the back end? Absolutely, 100%. There's all kinds of different organizational tools out there. The main point of this, let me be clear on this. The main point of this me showing you just that this is how I have some projects written out. The main point was not to get anyone distracted or go get focused on doing that. I want you guys to all know that I didn't create any of those. I just did that extra 1 or 2 right there to show you that I could add tasks. Someone else did that. I literally had a conversation with someone. These are my bullet points. These are my 4 different areas. These are the tasks that I have. And I had a conversation with someone about these. They went in and did that for me. Okay, I didn't take the time to do that. I literally just wrote it down, and that was good enough for me. Now, I know a lot of benefits come from being able to do it online and be able to connect all of that. For my learning process, I like to write it first and then go over and input it in. So that being said, let me reiterate this, I still didn't do that. Someone else did that for me. Someone else that's using that project management software or that organizational software. So someone else did that for me. So never-ending projects can be tedious. They can be filled with challenges and obstacles. However, when you go out and actually find solutions, because there are solutions to each and every challenge and obstacle, when you go find those solutions, you can then apply them. If those solutions require time or a dependency on someone else, remember that when you pause your project because of that dependency or because of waiting on someone else, that you can simply shift to another area of that project or to another project that isn't dependent on time. Okay, when you have that ability to be able to do that, you're not then spinning your wheels. You're not then wasting time not getting things that you would like to have accomplished. right? So you can stay productive, you can stay moving forward, and it's a daily deal. It's a daily grind. It's a daily, okay, let's refocus. Let's look what's on the list today. Hey, and it's okay if you get everything, excuse me, if you get everything done on your list, it's okay to have some free time. It's okay to say, hey, I got all this completed. I'm gonna have some time with my family. I'm gonna go have some time entertaining myself. I'm gonna have some leisure time. I'm gonna have some, right? That's okay. So take these challenges, take these obstacles, and press forward. And as we move forward in this challenge, I'll let you guys know as well. Yesterday we didn't have time. I was on the phone literally with the internet company all the way until we left to go do errands. So today we'll take some pictures, and since we have Wi-Fi out there in just a little bit, I got to get suited up here because it's a little chilly outside still. In a little bit we'll get suited up, and we'll do a little live stream from Facebook Live or whatever out there on the Goat Village, and show you the new pen that we're building and what we're doing out there. And then hopefully in the interim, we'll be able to get a hold of the internet service provider and find out what, if anything, is actually happening. So that's it for the day. We will see you at www.freedailycoaching.com the next time.